The coronavirus pandemic of 2020 has upended world economies. Millions of people lost their jobs as hundreds of thousands of businesses closed their doors, often for good. As 2021 unfolds, experts are predicting significant staffing challenges in recruiting and hiring practices post-pandemic. Gone are the days when companies could simply post vacancies on a job board and wait for the applicants to come rolling in. With the ongoing skill shortage and war for talent, progressive organizations that want to attract the best need to go further. With millions of people suddenly unemployed in the wake of COVID-19, we thought that the talent pool would be ripe for opportunity. Well, the reality is quite different. Around the world, recruitment experts predict a significant shortfall of qualified candidates through 2030. An analysis of world markets expect a lack of about 85 million workers, despite the availability of candidates we have right now. So what is driving this shortfall? Hiring freezes, competitiveness in the available candidate pools, demographic and skill changes in talent pools, a shift to remote work, and streamlining or reducing workforces. Now, add that to the fact that approximately 75% of the workforce will be millennials by 2030. So you have to ask yourself, what do we know about managing millennials or any other generation? Currently, millennials prefer text messages over phone calls. The same goes for Gen Z. By catering to their preferred methods of communication, you could reap the benefits of greater recruitment success. Also making sure that you have the benefits that they're looking for, such as compelling perks, flexible hours or work arrangements, generous PTO packages, a work to live versus a live to work mindset, a positive workplace culture. The other thing to keep in mind is that employee expectations have changed. Since COVID, everything we thought normal changed overnight. Around the globe, we found ourselves redefining how we work and how we live. And while the light at the end of the tunnel has finally come into view, there are still plenty of challenges and uncertainties for us to navigate in the months and years ahead. One of those challenges, defining what exactly the future of work will look like. Now is the perfect time to take a look at how the pandemic has rearranged our lives and how we must redesign work moving forward. For workers, one of the most significant benefits has been the ability to take back more of their precious time. Some invested their newfound hours in the workday, while others enjoyed more quality time with their loved ones. Either way, employees don't want to give up control over their time anymore. Employees also want to collaborate and make a mark. They're eager to invest their energy in companies, projects, and ideas that align with their own values. That's why it's so important for employers to invest in their company cultures right now. Strong cultures that make employees feel valued will inspire and engage workers, allowing these companies to thrive no matter what difficulties they face. There was a survey of about 500 senior HR and people leaders. 24% of these companies are currently using artificial intelligence for recruitment. And that number is expected to grow, with 56% reporting that they plan to adopt AI in the next year. AI can be a source, a way to build a pipeline of the most relevant profiles, the profiles that fit your company. Talent is simply going to matter more as we move into the future. As automation takes over our most repetitive task, the work that will be left to us humans will be more creative, less predictable, and more consequential to the business overall. Recruiting teams will be called on to develop new skills, master new metrics, and adopt new tools. Strategic thinking, problem solving and general business acumen will be as important as knowing the ins and outs of recruiting. In this more strategic role, leaders and rank-and-file recruiters will be the ones telling the business when they need a new hire, rather than the other way around. According to LinkedIn Talent Solutions, 70% of the workforce is made up of passive talent. Those are people who aren't actively looking for a job, while the remaining 30% are active seekers. Unfortunately, in the wake of the pandemic, candidates will likely value security over uncertainty, and so this will create a challenge in recruiting those passive candidates. In an era where freelancing is experiencing its peak success, it is difficult to find people who are actively looking for jobs. More and more people are following the norm of BYOB, be your own boss. And no matter how lucrative a job is, people simply don't want to work under rules and guidelines, but work on their own terms and comfort. So, engaging online with passive talent is going to be your best move. So what can you do? Nowadays, most companies are using digital tools and websites to recruit candidates who aren't looking for jobs. And some are also using robots to troll through social media sites using big data analytics to find those potential candidates who would be open to a new career opportunity. Engaging online with passive talent is absolutely your best move to make. So, rather than fearing or shying away from digital recruiting techniques, embrace this new reality and these new tools to gain a competitive edge and prepare for what may happen in the next 5 years by starting your evolution today.